Hey everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Michael.
And I'm Sandy. We're so glad you're joining us today. Michael, how are you doing?
I'm great, Sandy. Really great. Excited about today's topic, actually. It's something very personal, something everyone has.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this. Are we talking about family?
Exactly, family. Today we're going to talk about family and, more importantly, how to describe them in English. This is a fantastic lesson for our A1 and A2 learners out there who are just starting to build their vocabulary.
It's so important, isn't it? When you meet new people, one of the first things they might ask is, "Tell me about your family," or "Do you have brothers or sisters?"
Absolutely. And we want to give you the words and phrases you need to answer those questions confidently. So, Sandy, let's start with the very basics. What are some of the first family words we usually learn?
Well, the very core, Mother and father, your parents. Then, if you have them, brother and sister. Those are probably the most common.
Right, and then going up a generation, we have grandmother and grandfather, your grandparents.
And sometimes people just say grandma and grandpa for short. It's more casual. My grandma makes the best cookies.
Oh, I can relate to that. My grandpa used to tell the best stories. So we have the basic names. But what if we want to describe them? Not just, "This is my brother," but "What does your brother look like?"
Good point. Let's start with appearance, how people look. One of the first things you notice is often their hair, right?
Definitely. So for hair, we can talk about the color. Is it black, brown, blonde, which is yellowish, or red?
Yes, and the length. Is it long hair or short hair, or maybe medium length?
And the style. Is it straight like a ruler, or curly like springs, or wavy?
Or maybe, if you're like my uncle, no hair at all, he's bald. It's a useful word.
Haha, yes, bald is a good one to know. So let me try describing someone from my family. My sister, for example. She has long, brown, wavy hair. See, 3 words there.
That's a great example, Michael. So for our listeners, the structure is usually she has or he has, followed by the description. What about eyes? We can describe their color too.
Oh, definitely. Common eye colors are blue, green, and brown. Some people have hazel eyes, which is a mix of green and brown. My father has blue eyes.
And my mother has beautiful green eyes. So simple, but it tells you a lot. What else can we say about appearance, Michael? How about height?
Height is key. Is someone tall, short, or medium height? I'm medium height, not too tall, not too short. My brother is quite tall.
And I'm a bit short. It's just how I am. We can also talk about someone's build, meaning how big or small they are. Like slim or thin if they are not big.
Or average build for normal. Yes, or athletic or muscular if they work out a lot. And for older people, sometimes they might be a bit heavy or plump. It's important to use these words respectfully, of course.
Exactly. Always be kind. So let's try another example. Michael, tell me about your mother. What does she look like?
Okay, my mother. She's medium height. She has short brown hair and brown eyes. She's also middle-aged, not young, not old. She wears glasses sometimes, so you could say she wears glasses.
Perfect. You used is for height and age, and has for hair and eyes, and wears for glasses. That's excellent for our listeners to hear that variation. My dad, on the other hand, is tall and has short gray hair now. He used to have black hair, but it's gray now because he's older.
Gray hair, that's a common one too. So we've talked about how people look on the outside, but what about their personality, how they are on the inside? This is also super important when describing family.
Oh, I love talking about personality. It makes people real. Let's think of some simple adjectives. My brother is really funny. He makes everyone laugh.
That's a great one. Funny. My sister is very kind. She's always thinking of other people and helping them. Kind means nice and caring.
Yes, kind is perfect. What about someone who talks a lot and likes being with people? We call them outgoing or sociable.
And the opposite of that would be shy or quiet. Someone who doesn't talk much and prefers to be alone sometimes. My cousin is a bit shy.
What about someone who works hard? Like a student who studies all the time, or a parent who is always busy with work. We can say they are hardworking.
My father is very hardworking. He always wakes up early, and if someone is smart, we say they are intelligent or clever.
That's good to know. And if someone is always happy, we can say they are cheerful or optimistic.
Yes. And if they are usually calm and don't get angry easily, they are patient. My mother is very patient. She's great with kids.
Lucky you. My younger sister can be a bit impatient sometimes, especially when she wants something right now. We all have our little quirks, don't we?
We certainly do. It's what makes us unique. So let's try putting it all together. Sandy, can you tell me about your grandfather?
Okay, my grandfather. Let's see. He's quite tall and he has short, white hair now. He's pretty old but still very active. He has blue eyes. Personality-wise, he's very kind and funny. He loves to tell jokes. And he's very outgoing. He loves to talk to everyone.
Wow, Sandy, that's a perfect description. You gave us a great picture of him. For our listeners, notice how Sandy used different adjectives and linked them together naturally. What about your grandmother?
My grandmother is shorter than my grandfather. She has short, curly gray hair and brown eyes. She's also old but full of energy. She's very intelligent and creative. She loves to paint and always has new ideas. She's a bit more quiet than my grandfather, but very warm and loving.
That's lovely. Warm and loving are wonderful words to describe someone's personality, so you can see how we build these descriptions bit by bit. Start with the basics, name, relationship, then move to appearance, hair, eyes, height, general build, and then personality, kind, funny, shy, outgoing.
It's like building a little portrait with words, isn't it? Let's give our listeners a little challenge. Michael, I'm going to describe someone from my family, and you tell me who it is. Ready?
Oh, I love a challenge. I'm ready, Sandy. Go ahead.
Okay. This person is medium height. They have short, dark brown hair and brown eyes. They are very hardworking and usually quite serious, but they can also be very funny when you get to know them. They are very protective of their family.
Medium height, short dark brown hair, brown eyes, hardworking, serious but also funny and protective. Is that your father?
You got it, Michael. That's my dad. See, listeners, by using these adjectives, you can really paint a clear picture. Your turn, Michael. Describe someone and I'll guess.
All right, my turn. This person is tall and slim. They have long, straight blonde hair and blue eyes. They are very creative and adventurous. They love to travel and try new things. They are very independent.
Okay, tall, slim, long straight blonde hair, blue eyes, creative, adventurous, independent. Sounds like someone who loves freedom. Is that your sister?
That's my sister, exactly. She's always off exploring. Good job, Sandy.
And good job to our listeners who are playing along at home too. This is a fantastic way to practice. Don't be afraid to try describing your own family members using these words.
Exactly. You can even try describing your friends or people you know, or even characters from a movie. The more you practice, the more natural these words will become.
Remember the key phrases, he has or she has for features like hair and eyes, and he is or she is for height, age, and personality.
We covered hair colors, black, brown, blonde, red, gray, hair length and type, long, short, curly, straight, wavy, bald. Eye colors, blue, green, brown, hazel, height, tall, short, medium height, and personality words like funny, kind, intelligent, shy, outgoing, hardworking, patient, cheerful.
That's a lot of useful vocabulary packed into one episode, and it's all about something we all love to talk about, our families. Michael, thank you for guiding us through this today.
It was my pleasure, Sandy. And to all of you listening, keep practicing. Look at a photo of your family and try to describe each person out loud in English. That's the best way to make these words stick.
Such a great tip! We hope this lesson on describing people in English, especially your family, was helpful and fun for you at your A1 or A2 level. You're doing great.
Keep that English flowing, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye for now.